So if you have a cough or a runny nose that isn't going away, experts say you could be experiencing winter allergies instead of a virus. I'm so glad we're talking about this because I've been saying to Ed, I think I have allergies.
Right, your eye has been watering.
Right,
Absolutely,
see?
yeah.
Okay, so here to explain is Dr. Todd Ellerin, Acting Chief of Medicine at South Shore Health. All right,
Hey, Dr. T, it's great to see you. So let's pick up right there. You know, we talk about the seasonal allergies in the spring, right, with the tree pollen, or in the fall with the ragweed. But this is the end of winter. What possibly is flying around now to cause an allergy?
Right, Eddie, and it's a bit of a misnomer. Winter allergies actually refers to indoor allergies. It's the indoor air that we're concerned about. And it can happen all year round, but we're more inside during the winter, so it happens more. What are these allergies? There's a few. One is mold. The other is dust mites. Another is pet dander. And believe it or not, cockroach droppings can also lead to.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Do you want to say anything more about that, or should we talk about the symptoms,
We
Doctor?
can move on to the next one, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the symptoms. In your experience, which symptoms point to allergy instead of a virus, like the common cold, flu, or even COVID?
Right, and Marie, you just talked about yourself with watery eyes. That's something very common with allergies, even itchiness. Now, you can, of course, have some overlap, right? Nasal congestion, a runny nose, those can be either. But when you have fevers, aches, sore throat, that tends to be more common in cold than allergies. Also, allergies tend to come on very abruptly, right after you're exposed to the allergen, whereas colds can be a little bit more gradual. So things like that can distinguish, but sometimes it can be tough.
Yeah, that's a great marker, Dr. T. Thanks for that. And so people with outdoor allergies often choose to stay indoors during certain times of the year, obviously to help them. But that's not really an option. For example, people who have the winter allergies, especially when it's cold. You're not going to go outside. You're not going to sleep outside just to get some relief because it's too cold. So what's your advice?
All right, I'm going to give you 5 prevention tips. Okay,
I'm going to write these down. Go ahead.
Right, clean regularly. What are we talking about?
Clean regularly.
Surfaces you want to wipe down, vacuuming to get rid of the dust, dusting. Okay, those things are important because of those dust mites, remember. Reducing pet allergies. That can really be tough if you're a pet lover, and many of us are, right? So you have to choose between your pet and how do you take care of the allergies. Well, if you have a pet and you have an allergy, cats are twice as common as dogs from their dander. One thing is don't sleep with them in the bedroom, right? If you're working all day, don't have them in your office. Try to close the door so there's a little bit of space between them, all right? And other things is bedding. You want to cover beddings to prevent the dust mites from getting there, all right? So things like your pillows and mattresses, covering those can be helpful. Also preventing indoor mold. Now, this gets a little challenging. You may need a professional. If you're like me and you're not very handy, if you have leaky pipes or if your roof is leaking, you really have to get on top of that. Also, dehumidifying can be very important. That can not only decrease mold, but it can also decrease those dust mites and even the cockroaches from coming in. And lastly, find an allergist. Allergists can help with treatment and prevention, like what we call immunotherapy. And when we talk about treatment specifically, think about those nasal steroids can be very important, very helpful, antihistamines that you know about, decongestions, and again, sometimes if they're very severe, immunotherapy can help.